Hi everybody, welcome back to my LinkedIn Lives. I'm Jasmine Navarro, Certified Wellbeing Expert, working with educational institutions and companies. And as you know, every week I interview different experts who make a difference in people's lives. And today I'm super excited to be interviewing Dr. Nebila. Hi, Dr. Nebila. Thank you for coming.
Thank you indeed for hosting me, Jasmine. I am delighted to be part of the show.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming because we met such a long time. Well, we haven't actually met. I mean, we connected such a long time ago, didn't we?
Yes, you did. But we are finally here. So
Finally here. Yes.
Yeah.
It's all about timing. Can you tell us a bit about yourself and what you do?
All right. So my background is in education, just like yours. So university professor, assistant professor in applied linguistics for many years. Then in KSA as in a corporate university position, private university as the executive director for many years.
Wow.
And then now I am I'm the CEO, founder of my own company, Transformative Consulting, where I help especially ladies who are in certain positions and they want to move to that next level up. And somehow they feel like they don't know how. So that's where we come in and help them grow, develop, and thrive in their career and in their life. That's in a nutshell.
Amazing. So you chose this title today, Building Confidence from a Young Age Builds the Foundation for Success. I completely agree, by the way. Can you tell us more about that and why you chose that title for today?
You know, knowing our common interest in education and in we know what happens in the educational process. We know what's going on at schools, what kind of information and what kind of training the kids and the adults are exposed to at university and so on. So I have this deep belief that the sooner we start building this confidence thing, the self-esteem thing, the more we are setting them for success. That's a deep-seated belief with me. I have absolutely, I mean, we can put it up and down, but we have a confirmation for it from every single field that the sooner you introduce these concepts of self-confidence and appreciating their own self-worth. We see this all along the way because I was for more than 15 years, the executive director of the preparatory program at university. And I see differences in students. When they come from high school into university, you can see clear differences between an identity or a personality or a young student who is deeply confident, grounded, and the kind of choices they make and the kind of decisions they make and the way they handle themselves and the way they handle even the college life and the studies and everything makes big difference. So yeah, that's my firm belief. The sooner we get started on this, the better.
I completely agree with you on so many levels. I mean, of course, the way we feel about ourselves, it just affects every aspect of our lives, doesn't it? I mean, it's just a no-brainer. So no, yeah, I mean, I love this topic as well. So is there a reason, like, of course, we know the statistics and the facts and everything and the research behind this title, but is there anything personal that made you choose this title as well? Like, have you got a story behind it?
Of course, what we do for what we want to leave people with, what we want to leave behind, what we want to impress people with from always it's me before my transformation. So yeah, there is a process in there where we are all raised around the same conditions, environments, and so on. And there wasn't much knowledge about this. I mean, in my own background, it's there is the elevator and there are the stairs for success, which is education. Go pick and choose. You want to take the elevator or you want to take the stairs? Go take the elevator of education, and then that's how you become successful. The only way was education. You want to take it fast, or you want to like really study hard, get your A straight, get everything straight, and then voila, things are supposed to happen. Today we know there's much more to it than hard work. There's much more to it than grades and doing well at school and working hard. That's why today we can see people working really hard, ending not in success but in burnout, in stress, in anxiety, in lives that are, you see what I mean? And that's all I believe, and this is my own story, is that they said work hard. So yes, I did. So my A's straight at high school, #1. Let's go, French system,
Yes.
and work hard, and college, #1 university, go. And then I had the BA, then not enough. First MA, not enough. The second MA, not enough. PhD, run back and forth to Reading University, South London, leaving my kids behind with the hubby, and running to do the statistics and the PhD and the readings and what. And I wasn't cutting it, not even close. Working even harder, adding the hours, taking extra work, working with the second university, working at night, translating this, doing this, and I wasn't cutting it. So, in retrospect, a better way of doing things, if we can equip the kids that at a young
before
age.
sorry to interrupt you, Dr. Nebila. So when you said you weren't cutting it and it wasn't enough, was that coming from you or somebody else?
It's both, because for me, I was chasing something which is, they told me that success, it's a destination. You arrive here, you're going to be happy. And I was chasing and chasing, checking out, the list. There's a checklist of, oh, you need to do this. You will be happy when you get this. You will be, and I was doing all of that.
Wow.
But it wasn't enough. It's always, you can do better. And I always remember on my report cards, and I did not. Now, in retrospect, I don't like, we have teachers, even like French system, like out of 20, even if you get 19 out of 20, which is really an excellent grade.
Amazing. Yes.
And then the teacher says, can do better. And I said, oh my God, I'm missing one point. Next time, yalla, let's go. And I was chasing and chasing. So that has to do with confidence and what's enough. And
yes.
We were taught better. But of course, our parents, they taught us what they understood at that time. But today, we know. Yeah.
What impact did that have on you when you kept chasing, working hard, wasn't enough? Like, how did that affect you? How were you feeling?
It's like you are thirsty all the time. It's like there is a sense of not enoughness. There's a sense of, the day of the PhD, and I defended the PhD for 5 hours in front of a committee of 5 gurus, the system literally 5 hours fighting for my life, defending. It's not a simple formality, as you know, in Tunisia. It's a real defense where you have to defend every single word you have written. And you spent 5 years writing 5,000 words, 500 pages. And I was going home, and I said, is that it? I mean, those 5 years, and is that it? And my mind started racing. What next? I said, what next? I want to relax. And at that time, I promised myself I was going to have a vacation and rest for some time. I'm not going to But as soon as we finished the defense and I was going home, and it's, oh, is that it? Oh, so you did the PhD. So now what? So there is that sense of like
Never satisfied.
never,
never
never
complete.
satisfied. Never, like, you reach this. Yeah. So what? Next level. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Let me just say hi to Wayne. Just say hi, Wayne. How are you doing? Wayne says building confidence is an ongoing process throughout life, isn't it? Thanks, Wayne. Yeah. No, but that's really interesting, Dr. Nebila. I mean, you've achieved so much. It's absolutely incredible, all of the things that you've achieved. And it's really interesting to talk to you, to hear that even though you were working so hard and doing everything against all odds, you still had that nagging feeling that it wasn't enough. So what happened then? So you finished the PhD, you were still feeling there was something else.
The story continues. It's the days of my life, you know.
No.
And so episode 499. University professor lecturing, and then assistant professor in applied linguistics in the most prestigious school of languages in Tunisia, which is
Wow.
IBLE. And one day coming back home, it was raining, and a little voice was at work for some days, but I was kind of ignoring it, pushing it under the carpet. No, I've done what it takes. I'm where I should be, and da da da, and everything. And then one day, like, I was coming back home and I was driving, and it was raining, and then the voice started. I had a huge migraine that day, and it started pounding. Is that it? Is this it? Like taking your little cartable and going to school and teaching your little lessons and coming back. It's interesting how the voice gets to you. And all of a sudden, I pulled off, and I, went out of the car, and I was really sick. So and then I said, okay, then now you tell me what next, what is next, what and I was so mad, because I thought I was cutting it. And I get in the car again and drive home. 3 days later, I receive an email out of nowhere from 10,000 miles away, saying, we want an interview with you. We have a position in Saudi for you.
No way. You didn't even look for this job, this position, this.
Not
it just
even.
came to you. It just came to you.
Just came. I had no idea how they found me. No idea.
Wow. Okay, then what happened?
Then what happened? We get on the interview, and the interview was with two key people over the phone at that time. And as I was going to hang up after literally 1 hour and a half of interview, where we were talking about literally everything, before I hung up, I heard one of them tell the other, Mark, why don't we have 10 people like this? And in no time, I was assigned to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
And how did that affect your confidence, self-esteem? Like,
now at that point, I think where something really shifted, because the way Jasmine, you said, what happened next and everything. At that point, there was something about I no longer need to be chasing. I'm going to let it be. I just surrendered. I just said, you know what? I did my best. Now you take it from here. What do you want me to do? I'll be happy with whatever is going to come.
Wow. Oh, I love that. Oh, wow. That resonates with me so much. This is so powerful. Sorry, carry on. Yeah.
Yeah. And that I think there was like something shifted in me at that point where I said, what are the odds? You believe that everything that's going to come is going to come through your hard work and sacrifice and the sweat of your
Yeah.
how and everything, and now you get mad, you pull off the car in the middle of a storm, and you get soaked and so on, and then you say, I'm done, I'm done, I don't know what else you want me to do, and then you get an offer. So it's not by accident. I At that point I just accepted that I wasn't on my own. I wasn't on my own. There's something. So at that point, it's like I developed some, I mean, I believed before, but at that point, there was like a strong sense of faith that
Yeah.
you are not on your
Belief.
own, and
Yeah.
belief in God and in myself, because this is part of the same
Yes.
thing. Because I
Yeah.
just handed the whole shebang to, and then sure enough, an opportunity came that literally changed my entire life, where I
So
pulled my foot off the brakes, and I was no longer in resistance. I was no longer demanding, as I was taught, that everything that's going to be achieved, it has to be done by me. I accepted that I'm not on my own. I'm being
yeah.
guided. I'm being led. There
Yeah.
are things happening in their right time and so on. Just relax and be, and you will be all right. I did not have to chase. I did not have to like be all the time in resistance, like using my little logical mind to take control of everything. I allowed for things to happen, and I started receiving.
Oh wow. Oh, that's so powerful. And how did that belief, faith, letting go, surrendering, all of those things help you build your self-esteem and confidence and trust?
It's literally at that point where I said, oh, so I've been achieving things. I mean, I by some standards, I was
Definitely.
successful.
Yeah.
I was already successful. But then
Yes.
the turning point that somebody could be entrusting me with something so big in there. I said, look, you did not believe or you did not expect and plan for it, yet it came. So now it's high time that you believe. And then from that point on, that was a huge turning point where
Yeah.
my entire self-image changed. I started journaling, I started writing, I started teachers, like writing and
Yeah.
dissecting and seeing what has happened, why it happened at that point, and what was the message, and how can I leverage on this. And sure enough, there was some kind of self-image transformation, a self-confidence level that just shifted to the next level up. And I said, hey, it's high time you take a charge of this. Some people are going to be depending on you, and you'd better get yourself together. And at that point, I rewrote my self-image. I rewrote what I
How?
think.
What do you
Yeah.
mean you rewrote your self-image?
Um, Before I was the university professor, I was the teacher. For a long, long period of time from young age. Oh, Nabila, that's the teacher. She loves her books, she loves teaching, she loves guiding and inspiring, and even the other kids in the family. And sometimes some parents will bring me somebody and they say, Nabila, show them how you study, show them how you do things, show them what you do. I was and they knew I had like more or less, I mean, the closest picture to that was the teacher. And Nabila is going to make a great teacher, great university professor. At that time it was something really huge, and it was an image that was impressed upon my
Yeah. Yeah.
mind, and I lived my life to fulfill it.
Wow. Yeah. And then you decided, so it's like, then you chose your own image, basically.
Then literally having done that and still not feeling like I've reached something. You feel you reached something, but there is a voice that tells you, it's not even close to what you can do. What else can you do? Is that it? Is that all you can do? Of course you can. What else? So and then that was a time where, how do I want to show up in the next phase of my life? How do I want to show up? What is the confidence level I need to build in me, first of all, in order to show up for this team that is waiting for me in Saudi and that is dependent on me, because I was like a curriculum development specialist. I was an applied linguist, teacher trainer, and so now my position was going to shift from the university professor into the educational director, So I had to wrap up my head around that. And that needed another confidence level that I need to build in myself in order for me to show up. That's why I say, like, when you have the right definition and the right surrounding to help us nurture the and develop and understand confidence, I don't even see like a lot of people having these conversations with kids around confidence, around what to do, around specific situations and how to deal with them. Happening in families. Please correct me if I'm wrong. This is what perhaps my perception of how things. But we can do better as parents. We can do better, especially with the information available today, with all the resources we have today as compared to before. So, like the work you are doing with kids at schools and so on, that is amazing. You have, I'm sure you have an idea where this is taking the kids, because you build the confidence from the outset. Now you have happy citizens who are going to, they're not going to struggle. They're not going to search for the next shinier thing to fulfill them. They are fulfilled. They are confident. They know their self-worth. They know where they are. And I love the new generation's sense of self-confidence, that they are
so much more self-aware than what we were. No, but I think your story is absolutely fascinating. It really is. And it just goes to show that, because I always see, your inspirational posts as well, but like what you're saying is, like, when it sounds like what you're saying, when you were forcing things, when you were pushing yourself so hard, you were still achieving the results, but it doesn't sound like it was, what's the word? Like, it wasn't good for your being, basically.
Nothing compared to when you are in flow. Nothing compared to feeling really full and doing your thing and in a state of being and being happy with it and seeing things come tenfold to you. They just speed their way to you, because you become a force of attraction. You are not chasing. You are not forcing the position or the confidence or this, or you are not all the time in need. We remove the in need thing. When you are confident, you remove the need. I need to do this, or I have to do this, or I should be doing this. Let's help parents remove these three models. I advise you remove them. I need to do this. I should be doing this, or I have to. Remove them. I want.
It's so closed. When you're like that, you're in such a closed space, aren't you? And there's no room for anything else to come in, because you're so closed and adamant that this is the way and you have to do this, that you don't let anything else in anyway. And no wonder you can't really breathe, and it's exhausting and you nearly burn out. But from what you're saying, so if you were going to break that down into simple ways, because it's easy to say, let go, surrender, but those are such powerful, there's so much involved in that, really, isn't there? Because you could think, okay, what does letting go mean? What does surrendering mean? I mean, how does it feel in all of this? Like, it sounds like the first thing you would do to achieve this would be to stop. Is that the first thing? Like, what is the first thing? How did you get to where you were to where you are now, from the pushing to letting go and surrendering? Was it when you stopped and you realized, hang on, something has to change? Like, what was the process in simple terms, if you can?
In simple terms,
Yeah.
it's to ask yourself this simple question and be honest with yourself, which is, am I happy? Is this thing that I'm going to do, is this going to make me happy? Not my dad is going to be proud of me, not my hubby is going, not this is going to bring more money, not this, not the kid, not the title. No, is this going to make me happy? Because that's the beginning of everything. If it's going to make you happy, then even this act of, because I remember the days where I was writing the PhD, it was a struggle. It was putting the kids to bed, bathing them, putting them to bed, and then going into that isolated room where in front of my computer, I have to write 5 pages tonight, and there is this, I have to. So as opposed to, do I really, is this going to make me happy? Do I want to do this? And then follow that. You will receive answers. You will receive answers if you are ready to listen. Is this thing going to make me happy? Do I feel good? You get an immediate sensation in your body. Like, this is making you happy or not. If it does, do it. If you are doing it for need or have or should,
no.
Start from there. Because that helps you build the confidence. Because when you are doing things from a place of, I really, really enjoy doing things, how are you going to do it? You are going to do it with enthusiasm. You're going to do it and you don't even see how much time has passed while you are totally immersed in this thing you are doing. You are passionate. You are, really, really immersed in what you are doing, and time doesn't matter. So you build a confidence.
No, wow. I love what you're saying. And it's so true. When you're honest with yourself, that is the first step to self-esteem and self-confidence, because then you're going to build that honesty and trust with yourself. You're going to believe in yourself because you do what you say. You trust yourself. Without that trust and honesty with yourself, of course, you're not going to have self-confidence and self-esteem, actually, because you're lying to yourself. So you're not going to trust yourself. So you won't believe in yourself. Wow, that's so powerful, Dr. Nebila. Amazing. Right, we're running out of time. I could speak to you all day, but I mean, you've blown my mind anyway. So is there anything else you would like to say before we go? I mean, you've really summed it up nicely there, and how can people find you?
Just a word, a simple, very simple, with all the love in my heart, to parents when it comes to confidence and kids. Please, hands off on the kids. Let them create. Let them create what they want, what they came in this life to create. Let them create. They'll make amazing things that blow your mind if you just allow them and give them the space. And if you have confidence in them enough to allow, just give them the space for them to develop. Don't force anything on them. Don't force the things you did not achieve, or you wanted to achieve and you did not achieve, or don't put your own dreams, your own whatever on the kids. Let them, and we are born confident. We don't need to instill. We are born happy, cheerful babies, even without hair and without teeth. We are very, very confident.
Yes. No, I love that. It's let them go. And it's all about letting go. Let them go. Let us go. Very powerful. Thank you so much, Dr. Nebila. It's been absolutely incredible talking to you and hearing a bit about your story. I'd love to talk to you again and find out more. How can people find you?
I'm on LinkedIn. There you are. I'm on LinkedIn. By my name, Nebila Dhieb. If you just type up in the search, and then there you can find me. Or my website, www.nebiladhieb.com.
If you can post your website on the post, and then people can click on it if they want to. And yeah, please get in touch with Dr. Nebila if you want to know anything about self-confidence. Dr. Nebila is the expert in this area, and leadership and all of those kinds of things. And please message Dr. Nebila if you have any questions about our live today, or if you have any comments, you can write them on the post. And thank you so much, Dr. Nebila. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much, and see everybody else next week.